evening, skies should be clear tonight here in Miami. It's the Mets and the Marlins. Next. Now from the Sunshine State of Florida, we're under the lights at the beautiful new Marlins Park. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's run through what's happened so far as we wrap up this three-game set.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. You can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. They'll match it up against the big fella, as you see the numbers right there for the right-hander Matt Latos. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Daniel Murphy will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy. Have a nice flight home, Mets.
The game's opening pitch is taken for ball one as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. The next pitch. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. Now Latos ready, the 2-0. And he pops it up, back behind second base. Solano will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away, one gone. And with that, we'll call up the scouting report to give you a look at the repertoire for this 27-year-old right-hander. David Wright will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. First offering on the way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Here's the 2-0. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that's going to land foul. A 2-1 offering. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 2-2 now to right. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, he's doing his job. But if he's starting to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take. Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top two guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go, so that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Michael Kadire will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Now the first pitch. Ball one. Here's a 1-0. Fouled back. The 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Lucas Duda would be next. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting fourth, first baseman number 21.
Lucas Duda will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Here's the first offering. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
He's set, now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Well, you see there on the graphic, just his first stolen base here in the month of April. Here's the 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
And sometimes if you don't get to a guy like this early, then you're never going to get to him. So you don't want to let this chance pass you by.
The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know the problem with this slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Curtis Granderson will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold.
Let's shut it down here.
First pitch coming. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
The 1-0 pitch. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
And now on 2-0, you can't just lay a fastball in there, or he could make this a 3-0 game before you know it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. 2-0 count, the pitch. Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now.
And that had all the looks of a guy who was going to take a giant hack. 2-0, no matter where that pitch was. EK, I know you never did that.
Not me. Maybe once or twice.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And this is lifted in the air out to left. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll go to work against a guy once involved in a deadline deal for Carlos Beltran, the electric right-hander Zach Wheeler. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. D. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
After the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Hitters count 2-0. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Waiting next, there's Christian Yelich. Now the 3-1. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Under it is Neuenhuis, and he's got it for the first out.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
Christian Yelich will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
3-0 now. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Now the 3-0 pitch. And that's over. 3-1. Now the 3-1 home. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. Want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with one away.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. He seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
Now the 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Second inning coming up here in South Florida with no score. Wilmer Flores will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
Here's Latos now on 0-2. And he struck him out.
Well, one thing you can always say when you're facing a guy like this is that he's gonna strike hitters out. The question is, are you gonna make him work for those strikeouts? And if those three pitches are any indication at all, these guys could be in for a long night.
Into the box, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 1 home run and 5 driven in. Now here's the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Here's a swing and a ground ball hits a Prado at third. On to first, and a fine start to the inning here for Latos, 2 away.
Batting in, catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and play off.
1-0 on the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Marcell Ozuna will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch to him. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Here comes a 1-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
And I can tell you, from facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Here's Michael Morse now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average coming into play right at 320. 2 home runs, 9 driven in.
Goodbye.
Now the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Here comes the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sounds sharp, too.
Here he comes on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
The 3-1 coming. Thought it was ball 4, but it's in there, 3-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
3-2, here it comes. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Martin Prado will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner's off for second. Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. From the belt, the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Zach Wheeler will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. And here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
One 1-0 pitch now. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Here's the 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Here he comes on 2-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Daniel Murphy will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Now the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here's the pitch. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the 1-2. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Here comes a 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Now a pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of Wright now 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
The pitch. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've played 2.5. No score on the show. Donovan Solano makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Donovan Solano.
First pitch coming. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Here it comes. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
1-2. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
The 2-2 coming. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's isolate this release here. You can see he's got an easy motion, easy delivery, and boom, then he runs his pitch up there pretty darn quick.
Stepping in now, Matt Latos. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind, 2-1.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
The 3-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The payoff pitch one more time. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Now batting, second baseman,
D. Gordon will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. He's ready now. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. To second for 1. On to first. And for the second time in 3 innings, they've bounced into a double play. And with this one, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Michael Kadire will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And this is lined back into center field, and that will be their first hit of the contest.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Lucas Duda will try it again. He was hit by a pitch his first time. Now the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Ready now on 1-1. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Two. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. Curtis Granderson will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First offering on the way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. He waits, now the pitch. Ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Hey, lead it towards second.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. The 2-2. And this misses now as Latos runs the count full to 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Full count offering on its way. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
First and second now after the walk, and they haven't gotten much going offensively against this guy at all. So this is about as good an opportunity as they've had.
Wilmer Flores will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Go back to New York, man.
The 1-0. Now the double steal is on here. And this is fouled straight back. The 1-1 home. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
A big pitch here, 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here's the 2-2 home. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Full count pitch on its way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, I thought the shutout was going to be over once I saw this ball hit, but the ball does wind up being pretty much right at him, and he's able to get a glove on it and keep him out of the run column.
Into the box now, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Just missing here, 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Here comes the 2-0. Nope. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Now the 3-0 offering. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
3-2, here it is. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, a little surprising they didn't challenge him there. You know, there are certain guys who just have to earn their way aboard. This isn't exactly the most dangerous guy in the lineup, so he'll be happy to take the walk.
Travis d'Arnaud will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
2 out, bases loaded.
Come on, let's stop the bleeding here.
Here's the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
1-1 on the way. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch. And that'll be a painful run batted in. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Well, with the bases loaded, you need to be careful, but you definitely don't want to do that. This is going to bring home their first run of the inning, but they're set up, so this could wind up being the first of many.
Zach Wheeler will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Come on now, let's stay here.
Now here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. Comes set, now the pitch. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. Here's Latos now on 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Christian Yelich will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Get a hit. Come on.
Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up high. 2-1 now. Here comes the 2-1. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Lined into right field for a leadoff single.
That was one heck of a battle there at the plate. You know, the more pitches you see in an at-bat, the more likely you're going to get something good. Delivers a sharp single there.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, an all-star starter for the National League as their DH last year. Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
From the stretch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
One thing that's happened in these last 2 at-bats, it's driven up his pitch count. That's now 14 pitches just to the last 2 batters.
Full count pitch on its way. That misses. So a single and a walk. And it's first and second with nobody out.
Yep, single and then a walk to start the inning. So this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
All right, Marlins.
First pitch to him.
Here we go.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Ah, good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Let's go, Marlins!
Pause, now the pitch. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
First and second here with nobody out. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Let's go, Miami!
The 1-2.
Here we go!
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. From the belt, the pitch, and a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Here's Michael Morse now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
He's set, now the pitch. Still taking here as he looks at the slider this time, and he's in a big hole now, down 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
The 1-2 with one away. And this is going to be a foul ball. He's ready now, the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Here now the 2-2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Do it.
Another full count pitch home. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against his punch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Martin Prado will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time.
Get the inning alive, guys.
First pitch coming. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scored. And the second run will score as well.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
The
catcher Jared Saltalamacchia is in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. He's set, now the pitch. And this one gets away. And he is in there.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning, now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst enemy out there.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Here's the 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Go, Miami.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. In now, Donovan Solano, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
The 1-0 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Ready with the 2-1. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Here he comes on 2-2. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We played 4 full. Miami's out in front, 2-1. Daniel Murphy will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And here's the first pitch. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to 3rd, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. Now here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. Around first is Murphy taking the turn for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And out on the mound, just got on the board, taking the lead, and you're hoping for a quick shutdown inning, but this guy's got other plans because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
David Wright will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to 3rd with 1 out.
Now the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. It's his 4th double here in this early part of the year. One 0 on the way. Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he's safe.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
Michael Kadire will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Then he thought to bring in the infield in here with 1 away.
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes. Now Latos ready, the 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
The 2-1 home. And a curveball. Nice pitch. And from 2-0, the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work at corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Here's the full count offering. That's hard hit back up the middle. And a base hit, so a very good at-bat there as the run is in to make it a 2-2 ball game.
Yeah, right here, runner on third, 1 out. All you're looking to do is hit a ground ball past the pitcher, and you're going to get that run home. Here is the added bonus. He finds the hole, and he gets it on into center field.
Lucas Duda will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch coming. Now this pitch is stroked into right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And he is in there. And a good at-bat there, as that in fact stretches his hitting streak out to 9 games now. Curtis Granderson will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Let's go, Fitz!
First pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Now the relay home. And he will score as well. And with that, they've taken a 4-2 lead.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a 2-run triple.
Wilmer Flores will step forward now with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First offering on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Seems like whatever was working early on suddenly is not working now.
It's almost like he's imploding right before our eyes.
3 runs already home here. Here's the 1-0. He bounces this one sharply and through the hole into left field. It's a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And that'll be the end of the evening now for Matt Latos. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Tom Kohler is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Standing in now, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. From the stretch, 1-1.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
One pitch on the way. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Get the double play.
Now the 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Here's a 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
The 2-0. Hammered the other way to deep right field. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for 2 on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Zach Wheeler will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. Now the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
The next pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. One, 2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. Ichiro Suzuki will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
And here's a called strike now to the 41-year-old vet. It's 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. And ball 3 now to Ichiro. Be careful, 3-1.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Here he comes, 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Well, with this guy, a walk is definitely as good as a hit, so that's probably why he's taken 3-1.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
D. Gordon will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Now here's the pitch. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
In is Christian Yelich as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. The 1-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. The 2-1. Now a hard liner toward short. In there, a base hit.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. The 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Starting to look like not only are they not going to walk him, but they're indeed going to challenge him.
And we've seen that mentality backfire many a time before. But you got to give him a little bit of credit on the mound. He's not backing down one bit.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
He waits, now the pitch. And this is lined hard to deep left. Granderson is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Mets 5 and the Marlins 2. Aaron Crow will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Aaron Crow.
Daniel Murphy will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that is off the wall in right field. He'll get it into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang! This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
David Wright will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now here's the first pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the 1st out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd.
And this inning's going exactly to plan. You get the leadoff double, then a ground ball to the right side by your number 2 hitter moves him over to 3rd. Now you're set up for the big boys to drive him in.
Michael Kadire will step in, an RBI single this last time around. First pitch coming. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. On the way. 2-0.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
The 2-0. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Here's the 2-1 to Kadire. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
You'll see this again. This pitch bunches him up, and he kind of jams himself here, but he manages to get the barrel of the bat in front of it, and he drives home that run from third.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's ready. Now the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And with a runner on first here, you're playing right into the pitcher's hands if you go chasing pitches below the knees. You got to know the situation and make him bring something up in the zone.
Comes set. Now the pitch. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Stepping in now, Curtis Granderson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss there from Granderson, and he's quickly down here 0-2.
And that's where you're going to have to be with that fastball. Like a lot of power guys, this guy's a pull hitter. So he has a lot of trouble getting out in front of that hard stuff. Kind of comes around that pitch when it's up and away like that.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Granderson waits on the 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
The 2-2 coming. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here comes a 2-2. Out in front as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Stanton is there, 2 down.
Number 4, shortstop,
Wilmer Flores will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Now here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
The 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Get the strikeout!
Now the 2-0 home. Grounded foul.
That ball foul.
Two down, runners at first and second. Now the 2-1 pitch. Oh, this ball's laced, and it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner is in from second. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he will score as well as they've broken this one wide open now as the lead swells to 6.
Well, that's an absolute P-rod right there. Right over the second baseman's head. That's going to get fielded deep in the alley, but it's plenty deep enough to allow 2 runs to come in and score on the double.
Into the box, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
From the belt, the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. He's set, now the pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
2-2. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Too high, ball 3.
Now remember, he does have a base open here if he needs it. But this inning's already taken a big toll on him so far, so I'm not sure he'd want to make it any longer than he has to.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Mets 8 and the Marlins 2. Michael Morse will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. First pitch to him. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Out of here. So they narrow the gap, and hey, don't count these guys out just yet. So a solo shot here to left center field. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Martin Prado now. As he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, catcher,
Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. First pitch coming. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
1 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Donovan Solano will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning.
You can do it.
Here's the first offering. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Payoff pitch coming. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And you know, as a hitter, with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting it.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Josh Edgen will take over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Josh Edgen.
Adeiny Echeverria will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Adeiny Echeverria.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. One-0 pitch now. That's wide, 2-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
2 out with the man at first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
Here it comes, 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. D. Gordon will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And here's the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Up top, it's 2-0.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
2 men are on with 2 men out. The 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
Here he comes on 3-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. From the stretch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Kadire is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Marlins get one back thanks to the solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Mets 8 and the Marlins 3. Welcome back to South Florida. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Mike Dunn is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Mike Dunn.
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Travis d'Arnaud.
In there, 0-1. Pitch on the way. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And now a pitch on the way. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. And that's going to fall. A base hit.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Ruben Tejada will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Ruben Tejada.
Kick him off first base. Let's go.
Fastball in there for a called strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's ready now. The pitch. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. Here it comes, 2-1. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Up with it now is Prado on to first, and there are 2 down.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Daniel Murphy will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
The 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
The 1-1 on its way to Murphy. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans, but they lead it by a count of 8-3. Carlos Torres will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Carlos Torres.
Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Now the pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Here's the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Here we go on an 0-2 count. All you have to do is start that thing right down the middle of the plate and then just let it work its way in. Hopefully get a swing through or maybe even a shattered bat.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
The right fielder, number 27,
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
The pitch.
Here we go.
And there's ball 1. Ready now on 1-1. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
A 2-1 offering. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, and he'll pounce on this quickly to tag him out.
And this doesn't even seem physically possible. I mean, how can a catcher who's in a crouch 3 feet behind the batter wind up fielding the baseball and tagging the runner all in one motion? I think he just broke the laws of physics out there.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One-0. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The 1-1 home. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Ball line fouled as that'll get over the Marlins dugout. Here's another 1-2. Fouled back. Again, a 1-2. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Two pitch on the way. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Miami down in order. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to go now as it's a former Rule 5 guy. Right-hander Jarrett Burton gets the call. David Wright will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Third baseman, number 5, David Wright.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Now here it comes. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Michael Kadire will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. First pitch coming. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And the pitch. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
This is not normally the kind of swing you associate with a good hitter like this. I mean, he's caught reaching for a pitch that he really has no business swinging at, and that becomes a very easy out.
Here's Lucas Duda now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, this ball's well hit. It's going to split the gap in left center. Around first, on his way to second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The left fielder, number 3, Curtis Granderson.
Curtis Granderson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. First offering on the way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, he's at second with his 2nd double of this young season. 2 out here and a runner at second. The 1-0 home now to Granderson. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on. The 2-0 on the way. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Ready on 2-1. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Michael Morse will dig in. A home run his last time.
First baseman, Michael Morse.
First pitch on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the home half of the eighth starts with a leadoff double.
Well, you know, it seems like we use this phrase every year, you know, if he can stay healthy. But you got to figure the Marlins got themselves one heck of a stud player when they signed Morris away from the world champs, if he stays healthy. And he pays some dividends right there as he drives this one for 2 bases.
Martin Prado will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's the first offering. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
No strike.
Now the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
3 balls. No strike.
A runner at second, nobody out. Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Vic Black come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Now pitching for number 38, Vic Black.
Jared Saltalamacchia will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Comes set, now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Comes set, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And that curveball just doesn't look to have the same snap it normally does. Well, both of those last two have been pretty flat.
None out, runners at first and second. 3-2 pitch. Ooh, and heads up as this is pulled foul. Once again, a 3-2. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Murphy backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Donovan Solano will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
Punch, throw.
1-0 on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
Now the 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
This has got to be on a platter now. You're in the driver's seat. You've got to make this situation pay off.
First and second now, 1 man out. The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
3-1 on the way. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Don Kelly will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Here comes the 1-0. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a relay to the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And with 1 out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up 1 run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Broke one.
Here's the 2-0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-1 now to Gordon. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. There now is Granderson as he makes the catch to retire the side. Marlins forced to settle for one. We've played 8 full. The Mets lead this one 8-4. Nick Massett will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Wilmer Flores will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Shortstop, Wilmer Flores.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Now the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
In now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Hitters count 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here he comes on 2-1. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Solano takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The next pitch. Off the plate again. 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 2-0. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
3-0 is on the way. That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Let's go. Get him down.
Here comes the 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Juan Lagares will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-0 pitch. Line hard into left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. The Mets lead it 8-4.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on as right-hander Bobby Parnell gets the ball here.
Bobby Parnell.
Christian Yelich will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game.
For the Marlins. Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now the pitch. And now he'll try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Well, that's just not a bad idea right there. Late in the game, you just have to find a way to get some base runners and get something started. But this is a nice pick-up and throw defensively, and they're able to keep him off base.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
As a manager, you love your relievers to come in and give you plenty of strikeouts. But I'll tell you what, there isn't a manager alive that'll get upset when you come in and get 2 outs on 3 pitches.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in as their last chance now. Now here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
The pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 8-4. Good night from Miami.